There is a lot of information, some of it good, some of it bad, some of it indifferent about this particular topic. So I'll do my best to make it, to really simplify it and get across the basics for business owners on the coast. Background, it is known as a number of things: the Clean Energy Future Plan, carbon price. It's also been rebadged as a carbon tax, and I'll probably talk about it as a carbon tax because that seems to be the thing that everyone refers to it as. October 12th last week, I mentioned that. It's going to the Senate in November to be passed into law, and if you talk to the right people, it will become law before the end of the year. It will start on the 1st of July next year, and we'll be talking about some strategies and what you have to do, what it's going to mean as we progress. So what actually is it? The reason that the price on carbon or the carbon tax isn't actually the full picture is the plan actually incorporates 4 parts. One is putting a price on carbon. The second is supporting renewable energies. There's $13 billion being channeled into renewable and clean energies. Improving energy efficiency, that is one area that GreenBizCheck can help, and also some land use changes to help store more carbon. So yes, the price on carbon is just one part of the plan, though the carbon tax gets all the media coverage. From 1st of July next year, it'll run for 3 years at a fixed price. It's $23 a tonne. That'll go up slightly each year, but it's set by the government in the legislation that they're passing now. From the 1st of July 2015, it goes to a market-based emissions trading scheme, so the government will actually restrict how many permits are available and the market will set the price. Is everyone still with me? It's exciting stuff, isn't it? No. Now, hopefully we can see that. How does it actually reduce emissions? I know that question has been asked. Okay, here's the plan. What does that actually do? At the top left, the federal government imposes a carbon price, which is paid by the largest polluters. Then, and then that industry will pass on those costs to Australians, households, businesses, etc. And there is some revenue coming from the government from the carbon tax to compensate households. Then we have renewable energy and low emissions goods becoming more competitive. Households and businesses change their behaviour, favouring low emissions goods. The carbon intensive industries down the bottom, they'll move towards lower emissions and emissions fall. See? Simple as that. Alright? Easy. Now, it's only... I'm still a little bit... I meet with a lot of business owners and there's a lot of confusion out there. And a lot of business owners sit down and ask me, so when do I have to start paying this thing? Okay. It's not a direct tax for anyone in this room, unless you're one of the top 500 largest polluters in Australia. And I don't believe that anyone here fits that category. Okay. What they've identified as electricity is going to be the major impact. There'll be others flowing through the supply chain, etc. But electricity bills probably going up 30% over the 3 years. That's come from BDO Australia. They presented at the Brisbane forum that we had recently. They're a national accounting firm, so they've looked at the package, they've assessed it from a business perspective, and they've come out with those numbers looking across the board. The good news for small business is no reporting or compliance obligations. It's not like the GST. You won't have to be doing a mass quarterly. Okay? And $40 million going to an Energy Efficiency Information Grants program. That's to help businesses understand how they can become more energy efficient. And there's a tax bonus in there. An instant, the asset write-off will go from $5,000 to $6,500. That's designed to help you improve your cash flow to buy more energy efficient stuff. Okay? Now, last weekend I had the opportunity, I heard that Senator Christine Milne was coming to the Gold Coast to talk about the carbon tax, and I thought maybe I could sit down with her. I'll throw it out there, I'll sit down with her and ask her a few questions that I can then pass on to you. The reason that it was important to talk to her is she's the Deputy Chair of the Multi-Party Climate Change Committee. Who are they? They authored the Clean Energy Future Plan. Okay? So we'll just play this quick video and then there'll be some questions afterwards.
The Clean Energy Future Package, I think, will help to focus the minds not only of business but consumers right across the country. People are going to be thinking in dollars and cents, and they're going to be saying, okay, if energy prices are going up, I need to reduce my demand. That makes sense. But also it generally leads to a better environment. You look at green buildings and they often have better light, better amenity. People who work in them have greater productivity, for example. So it's not only good dollars and cents to do it for the climate and for your business model, it actually makes better sense for your employees and maintaining customer loyalty. Small business has a couple of particular concessions in the carbon price package. One is to increase the level of accelerated depreciation, so it's going up from $5,000 I think to about $6,500. Also, there is a program to assist small business with energy efficiency initiatives. But overwhelmingly, the opportunity is there for businesses to think about how they can maximise their exposure to the low carbon economy. All of the new technologies, all of the consultancy services, all of the thinking about your way you do business to reduce your energy demand and at the same time be able to promote yourself as a responsible citizen. There's absolutely no doubt we are going to see carbon pricing in Australia. The bills have now passed the House of Representatives. They will pass the Senate. They will come into effect on the 1st of July next year. What we're already seeing is a change in psychology in Australia. Those businesses which have sat back and thought, I'll just wait and see to see if it passes, now are thinking, right, it's going through, it's going to be law, how am I going to engage with it? I think what we're going to see now is people moving on from the oppositional phase and saying, right, if we're going to have to do this, let's do it well, let's maximise the financial benefit we can get, let's position ourselves as a business, and let's maximise the first mover status in the low carbon economy.
Okay, so just want to recap a couple of key points from the video. Christine was saying that reducing energy use is going to be better for you financially, it's better in your back pocket, and for the environment. And I guess that's one of the thrusts of the legislation. And the big thing that's been going around in my head, she kind of crystallised it for me when we talked, is this change of mindset from kind of, I guess, confusion and objection through to acceptance. Okay, it's happening. What can we do now to benefit from it financially and to be seen as a leader? Kind of get out on the front foot. We've got 8 months until the 1st of July next year. How can we implement plans to make this happen and make the most of it, to be honest, and get ready for operating a low carbon economy? Again, from BDO, I took this quote from the report that they did about the carbon tax. As was the case with the introduction of the GST, leaving or run too late in your preparations for any new regime can lead to other problems and concerns down the track. This is my opinion. I'm guessing with the GST, even with the Y2K bug, anyone remember that? There was a lot of talk, a lot of consternation beforehand, a lot of media attention. It came, it passed, people got on with it. That's just my opinion. 1st of July next year, it'll iron itself out and we'll just get on with it. That's just my guess. So over that next 8 months, 3 things to think about. Understand the details. If you don't know much about it now, there's plenty of information on the web to find out, or come and talk to us. Assess how the plan is going to impact your business. Look at your existing systems. Talk to your staff. They can be a great source of information and ideas. Look at what you're doing. And the coming season, the silly season through December, January, is a prime time to get started. Not just because it's 8 months away, but because if you do have staff with some downtime over the Christmas break, it's a great time to kind of sit back and assess what you've been doing, but look at what's coming forward coming year. Tips from GreenBizCheck: focus on rising electricity costs. That's an easy, low-hanging fruit. Be more energy efficient, save money. Look at lighting, aircon, computers, etc. Have an action plan. If there's one thing that will stop you making steps towards becoming more energy efficient and saving money, is not having a plan in the first place. And of course, yes, we can help with that. We're happy to come in and sit down with you in your business. We'll offer a free 1-hour green consult and talk you through some of the options that are available.